Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the JDL League Season number 6, where Bang Bang / Buyback Boulevard are going up against the next level badasses. I'm Master Revolution 5, joined by PlagueDota for Truesight TV. Plague, how's it going, man?
Oh, you know, worked 44 hours in the last 3 days, so I've been pretty I've been, yeah, super busy, and finally able to sit down and cast some Dota.
Yeah, should be pretty exciting here. Me and Rupture got to cast last night. We actually had almost 1,000 viewers here, and I've already said that we will get, if we get 300, let's just say, we're going to give away an Invoker set. It is not tradable, unfortunately, but I can gift it once, so the one lucky person will be the forever owner of that specific Invoker set. They won't be able to give it to their friend. They won't be able to pass it on unless they trade all their items away from their account and pass their account on to someone else, which is a bit ridiculous. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, is it the Cadenza Master, Magic Master, the LGD set?
It's the Mnemonic Arcanus set, not Arcana set, which I originally said, and I'm sure everyone's like, oh, he's giving away an Arcana. No, he's not. Just calm down.
Yeah, I got the Invoker set, the LGD Invoker set, which is it's nice, but I already had it. Like, it was one of the, I bought a set for it with my compendium coins.
Yeah.
But let's get into the draft. We see next level badasses picking up the hero that I've been spamming in solo queue.
Really?
Spirit Breaker. Oh yeah.
Is he really good this patch?
I think he's one of the, well, I think even in last patch, he was really one of the stronger heroes. You max out the Greater Bash, you get some extra movement speed, as well, and he has the potential, like, he controls the map, right? You get Charge of Darkness, go wherever.
Yeah.
Nether Strike is a ridiculous stun. It does quite a bit of damage. Nether Strike it's a good spell overall, and if you can farm up an Ags, you have that AoE you can use it. I think next level badasses is pretty right in picking up this hero first, but we do have Buyback Boulevard and Chemistry, who was not their captain when I was casting them in 82L a couple seasons ago. JMS, who NEL boy, he moved himself up through IXDL Open up to NEL. So, you know, he put in a lot of time for that, and he used to play for Buyback Boulevard. Pickles is the person that replaced him, but these players are very, very talented NA players, and Rubik's going to be their first pickup here.
Yeah, they will pick up the puck as well. So, two very strong heroes, some heroes we saw Alliance pick up this early afternoon in the Dream League against Empire. I believe they had puck in the second game. It was actually Empire with Rubik, which worked out well for them in game number 2, if I'm remembering correctly. I was packing up all my stuff at school while listening to the commentary, so yeah. And my parents were like, "Oh my god, please, just turn it off." I'm like, "No, but the Dota."
Next level badasses is going to pick up the Bristleback here. It looks like that might be their safe lane hero, because I think Spirit Breaker is much stronger in the off lane. You just get a couple levels on him, and then he can just move himself around the map. A lot more mobile than most off laners this patch. But we'll see what Noble Wings has in mind here. Bristleback is a very good, and I think he's underrated as a one-position farmer. You get the quick Vanguard, Crimson Guard, Sans and Yasha online. You're one of the tankiest heroes that could ever touch the map, and you do quite a bit of damage, as well as that extra movement speed that it brings.
Yeah, and of course, Spirit Breaker Bristleback, this is a lineup that wants to kill. It's going to bust out the gate and say, look, we're not taking any of your crap. They're really living up to their name. Because these aren't, I mean, if you just look at them, you're like, wow, those heroes are pretty next level, pretty badass, you know?
Yeah, in NLBA, just, yeah, as you said, living up to their name here. They did ban out Vengeful Spirit and the Axe there. Really, Vengeful Spirit's one of the better heroes versus Spirit Breaker, because you can swap, you can just two forms of CC are really hard for Spirit Breaker to deal with.
And the armor reduction as well. He's a relatively low armor hero until you get later on in the game. It can be pretty brutal in the early game. So
Yeah. I do want to talk a little bit about this Winter Wyvern ban, though. You know, we
dear.
we do see the Ursa pick up here.
And I can tell you, those two go straight together. Winter Wyvern, when you have an Ursa on the team, the enemy team picks Winter Wyvern, they're like, that's cute, you have Ursa. What if we just have him target your poor support who's been, Ursa, I stacked this camp for you. Ursa, I get you ward. Ursa, want to go Roche? I have smoke. And then later on in the game, Ursa's like, no, I ate you for breakfast. And then just eats him for breakfast. And they're like, Ursa, what gives, bro? I tried to help you. We were friends. It's like Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin. Like, Christopher Robin's buddies with Winnie the Pooh. Then Winnie the Pooh grows up into a grizzly bear and just eats his face off. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how the story actually goes, but it would make sense.
You know, I've never heard this. If I didn't already know the story, I would believe you.
Yeah.
I do like the Ursa pickup. Ursa's one of the I think he's one of the stronger early one positions in the game, but right now with the Bristleback pickup, he can just turn his back and just spray quills everywhere. So I don't know if I like it here, but I think he's a really strong hero this patch.
Yeah. I'm just, if I were these teams, I'd be banning out Ursa first round. Over probably Queen of Pain, even. You can deal with Queen of Pain. She's hard to deal with, but you can. And I feel like the Ursa pick is just terrifying.
I think just, I think Gyrocopter and Slarker are the better one positions this patch. I understand that Ursa is very strong, especially with the Enrage and the 80% less damage that it brings. But we've seen lately that Gyrocopter, especially with the...
Yeah.
I think Gyrocopter just in general is a better hero than a lot of people give it credit for, and especially when that NLBA taking out the Undying, or rather like the Gyrocopter being banned, the Undying taken out. There's a lot of synergy that Gyrocopter has with heroes this patch.
Yeah, and he's outstanding. Right now, teams are playing him as support, they're playing him as core. They don't care, they'll pick a Gyrocopter if it's not banned. You do have to get rid of that hero. I'd say you ban Ursa instead of Slark or Quap in this scenario, but it's kind of iffy. Yeah. They will pick up the Lion, though, for Bang Bang. So now, they have their other support now. They're pretty much looking for either mid or off lane, depending on how they want to run Puck. I'd say you want to get another off laner. What are you thinking about this in play?
I think you would probably get around the Puck in the off lane, mainly because you can do fairly decent things versus the Bristleback and Crystal Maiden. With Puck, you can get your XP, whatever. You're gonna obviously put the Ursa, Lion, Rubik in that tri lane in the bottom, and I think you really want to have some sort of mid laner that can deal with the Bristleback or deal, because Bristleback, he can deal with the Ursa fairly easily, and there's really nothing. And I get there is the Hex, but the Hex no longer it doesn't remove Bristleback as a passive. So from what I understand, it doesn't launch out the quills, but you do have to worry about not being able to take out the Bristleback before he turns from the fish back into the nasty quilled back that he is. Night Stalker. Really just getting some love from Volvo lately with that set. That Immortal set is super cool. I
don't wear the mask, but I like it.
I don't dig the colors for it, but I think the architecture of it's really neat.
Did you see the original version though?
No, I did not.
Let me just send you the image that was released with it years ago that makes him look like a complete diva. Here, I found it. I almost couldn't stop laughing at this sound. By the way, the noise is gone. Good job, Plague.
Yeah, I just noticed that you said it was the fan that was right behind me. Oh, jeez, this is awful.
That was the original concept, and it's like, awful. Night Stalker, you are not a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm gonna paste that in the chat right now. If you're just hearing this, you've probably already seen the image because a mod posted it, and you're like, what's up? I'm not trying to say all of Twitch chat is, but that's what I would do. And I'm kind of, so.
We do see TA being the last ban out by Buyback Boulevard there. TA.
Okay, that says they're going to run Puck mid. Or at least they want NLBA to think they're running Puck
that
mid.
Or Shadow Fiend, because...
They could do Shadow Fiend, yeah.
I've never won a lane as Shadow Fiend, and I've never lost a lane as Templar Assassin in that matchup. It's just I think the hero is just too good versus Shadow Fiend, so we might see too much Bang Bang pick it up, or rather not too much Bang Bang, but Buyback Boulevard, too much Bang Bang being, believe he plays
Bang,
there.
Buyback Bang Boulevard.
But yeah, Buyback Bang Boulevard.
Maybe we should actually have like a gunshot sound on cue so we can just.
Yeah, just.
That's the name of the team, actually.
But they're gonna pick up the Tidehunter.
Okay, so they are gonna run Puck mid.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I think Puck's a better offlaner because she
and
can
I don't
get
think he does well against Night Stalker.
It can do decently, and yeah, and Night Stalker will eat a Puck alive. But also, Night Stalker has been more frequently picked up as a support in a lot of instances lately.
Yep.
So I think this they could run the Night Stalker mid. They could run the Night Stalker off lane. They could also run Night Stalker as their 4-position support. Because
that's the other thing, though. He's like Gyro. He's so flexible. And we're looking at a hero who can silence Puck for potentially 8 seconds if it's nighttime, and still 3 seconds if it's daytime. That's enough time to kill Puck.
Yeah, and they're going to pick up Timbersaw as their offlaner there, so we know that, or rather, Timbersaw is their last pickup. So it's going to be a support Spirit Breaker and
I was expecting this.
Middle Night Stalker. Yeah, I don't know.
I like Bristle.
Yeah,
Bristle actually. I could see them running Bristle mid against Puck. I'm gonna get flamed for this from chat, I know, because it's kind of stupid, but it kind of could work. The fact that Puck, I mean, you're gonna phase shift every single Quill Spray? Really, bro? You are? Good luck, because you're not gonna be able to do that.
Meth is a very, very good mid laner. I've seen him play Puck before, and he did very well with it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the game here, though.
Yeah, and let me add your name here to the oh, I do have a VOD recording. Okay, for a second I thought I didn't. I was panicking. GG already. Wow, that was quick. I think using that emote should constitute okay, we lost. Anyways, I am excited to be here. Excited to be back home. Hopefully the stream looks good and everything, and it's not too pixely because my home internet connection is not quite as good as
we're gonna see Dero's Diddy get cut out here.
Yeah.
The top by the group of Buyback Boulevard. It's gonna be First Blood going towards the Puck there. Meth picking up that early extra gold.
If they give him a bounty rune now, he's gonna be. He might even be able to beat Night Stalker mid lane outright. Without a bottle, you can't really spam on the Night Stalker, and to beat Puck in lane, you have to spam Void every time it's up. He can't phase shift it. He can't do anything against it but take the damage and then heal up, which he doesn't do very well. That's like the one thing Puck can't do. Anyways, we will get into the game right now. I'll go ahead and introduce next level badasses because I know your boys are Buyback Boulevard. We've got DVG, feeds for days on the Bristleback. Yurgity on the position 6 ward woman, we'll call her. Crystal Maiden. Sparky the Sharky, gonna be here on the Spirit Breaker. Surprised he's not gonna be playing the Tidehunter or Razor, but whatever. We have Noble Wings, and actually, whoa, that ward looks so amazing, by the way. The new one?
Yeah, I just got it today, so...
Yeah, they're showing it off anyway. And up top, we've got Zero on the Timbersaw.
Yeah, and on the side of Buyback Boulevard, we have Too Much Bang Bang on the Ursa, Chemistry on the Rubik, Pickles on the Lion. We got Meth in the mid lane. Yeah. Already getting harassed out here by Noble Wings. And finally, auto attacks in the bot lane, playing that Tidehunter. Got that Finhawk going on.
Was it me and you that casted as there's a charge coming out on Puck, actually?
Yeah.
I think it was me and Rupture.
Puck is going to be taking a lot of damage here.
And Silence.
Silence up, but TP in by Pickles, going to catch out Sparky the Sharky, taking quite a bit of damage here, but I mean, other than that, Meth already super low, gonna have to get some sort of regen pulled.
He's 50 gold from the bottle. He'll be fine. Like, he gets one last hit, which he'll miss right there.
Nope, Meth's not getting either last hit there.
I hate that like, pressure when you're on, like, I have to get this one last hit, and then you miss it, and you just feel like, oh, you missed another. We're like, okay.
Not getting the caster's curse, yo. That's what it was. That's exactly what it is there.
Oh my gosh, the denies!
You know, he will have his bottle here in just a second.
I mean, he'll have it, yeah, from the passive gold, but...
Look at their courier, the wood chipper courier.
Yeah. You guys remember when this was called Justin Bieber? And there was, like, outcry on Reddit, like, oh my god, they can't let stupid cosmetics into this game, and now it's just like, whatever.
Well, you know now what? We have the people were having outrages about the taunts. Yeah. So... I think Sparky the Sharky, if he was level 2, that would have been a death on meth there, and would have prevented his bottle from coming sooner. Because Spear Breaker, all he needs is level 2, and then he can gank, and then it's ridiculous. So it kind of just shows a little bit, not necessarily a weakness, but it shows Spirit Breaker. It doesn't have some avenues that you like to see.
Early game, you're gonna go for a QE skill build. Yep. Okay. I figured you would, but I don't play a lot of Spirit Breaker, and when I do, it's not my best hero.
I like the 111, but sometimes you go 102, just depending, because the extra movement speed that you get from the bash is actually really nice, and also the damage with it. It's better to get your to max your bash.
Oh yeah. I always forget that you get bonus move speed from the bash. Like, that's pretty huge, actually.
Yeah, it's really nice. I think the hero overall is really strong. I don't think he's broken or anything. I think he's actually in a really good spot right here.
Do you remember the Spirit Breaker that was broken though, like the 6.75 or whatever Spirit Breaker?
No, that would have probably been before I actually started playing Dota. I've always watched.
I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was like there was literally nothing you could do against him. It was like, oh, he's charging me. Well, I'm dead.
Looks like they're gonna go and rotate down here.
Yeah, they're trying to keep the aggression up on one of the solo heroes, and they saw the aggressive tri lane coming out, and they said, okay, we can do this. And as soon as next level badasses realize it, they're like, okay, Timber, go to the safe lane, or go to the off lane, and we'll go up to the safe lane. And then as soon as they switch, the tri lane's right back bot.
Here in the top lane.
Yep. Yurgity doesn't have the stun, actually, but may not even need it, as he'll get charged, he'll get bashed again. Coming out, the slow might just be enough. He does purge it off with Kraken Shell. A few more right clicks will do the job, but they do have to dive here, and this is the weakness of NLBA's lineup. They have 4 melee, and their ranged hero is a slow Crystal Maiden. Auto attacks isn't enough. It will be enough to bring him down, but Lion will take down the Bristleback on the other hand. And, I mean, you saw how far he had to dive to get that off. Crystal Maiden's not going to keep up with him until maybe Spirit Breaker gets his R, but then the rest of the team is faster anyway, so what are you going to do? And they're against a Puck, a Rubik, a Lion, and Ursa. These are heroes who can kite, and in Ursa's case at least, don't care if they're not getting kited. Like, he may not be able to kite, but he can rip your face off. So, hope you don't like your face, because you might not have it for long.
Yeah, we will see the dive by both the Spirit Breaker as well as the Timber Saw here in the bot lane with too much Bang Bang going down to the Timber Chain there. And Timber Saw is going to also be getting the kill out onto the Rubik here, more than likely, but Chemistry really able to dodge a little bit, but ultimately going to go down to the Disney-sponsored 0 here in the bot lane.
Sorry, I missed that. I was trying to adjust my mic. Plague, do I sound too close to it now? I probably did before.
No, I didn't hear it either.
Okay.
So I didn't hear like any pop from when you your air going into it. So it sounded fine before. People complaining about it in the Twitch chat reviews. Oh.
So yeah, nothing important, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in a bit of an awkward setup right now, on a much larger desk, but a differently shaped desk. So whatever. Anyways. Sorry about missing that kill, guys. I was just trying to adjust the mic to make it more pleasurable for you to listen to. Less like nails on a chalkboard, more like fingers.
No points in Earthshock early for too much Bang Bang, and I
like
know
this
that
build.
I don't. I like early points. I at least like a value point in Earthshock because of what it brings you. It brings you a little bit of CC to the table that you probably do need.
But you do have a Lion and a Rubik on your team. So you've got stuns. And against a Timber, you're not going to
stuns,
slow
we do
him.
have Spear Breaker jumping in on the Pickles. Pickles going to turn around, turn him into a sheep fish real quick, but it looks like Ursa's going to be able to get the last hit onto the Timber Saw, but Night Stalker taking him down in return.
Yep, and it's nighttime. I mean, Night Stalker, he wants to get these kills, and that's his first of the game. He does have 35 last hits, 7 minutes in, leading the board here, actually, as these other lanes have rotated around a lot, and Night Stalker and Puck set in the middle lane, and you can see that just judging by the CS. So he's getting something done during his first night. I really like the skill build he's going for. I like his aggression right now. We'll see if it holds him up into the late game. And what he decides to do during the day, of course.
We'll see him go for the Urda Shadows or the growing in popularity Hand of Midas build.
I don't like the Midas build.
I don't dislike it. I like the Urda Shadows build a lot more, but I also play more. I have played a good chunk of Night Stalker. I play him as like a battle, like more or less battle Night Stalker. I go for the Urn and the Armlet.
Yep, my favorite build. Just anything that lets you gank and do damage. Sanjin Yasha, Armlet, BKB straight away if you're against that much magic damage. Just something that's going to allow you to kill stuff, because that's what he does best, at least at nighttime.
Speaking of killing stuff, Meth is going to get attacked here by Noble Wing.
Oh! Nice,
we do have the double impale there, or double Earth Spike rather, by Pickles.
He popped the regen rune as well. He's got a coil.
Yeah.
Is he going to throw it?
Yeah, he's going to pop it onto the Night Stalker.
One. Is it enough to bring him down? There's some damage. A charge going somewhere. I don't know what he charged, but we'll silence the Timber Saw, if only briefly, and he will end up going down. The Ravage coming out on 2. Sparky under fire. Chemistry throwing out the Fade Bolt right now. Does not get the lift off before Sparky's able to charge away here. And Zero on the run now. They don't have another Gush for 3 seconds, and they're not going to have range to use it. Timber Saw are going to be able to walk away, so they basically get a puck, and everyone gets out fine.
That's getting his Vanguard flown out to him now.
Oh, wait. Who is?
The Bristleback.
Okay.
Yeah. Or he does have it. It looks like he just needs to get it sent out to him now. And
just needs to grab the Stealth Shield.
He'll have a 920 Vanguard. Really quick Vanguard. It's going to make him almost unkillable in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, the only person who can kill him is Ursa, and probably by that time he's got his back to you. And the problem with Bristleback against Ursa is every time you hit him, if you hit him to the back, that's a Quill Spray in your face. It's not fun. It's like playing against Hunters in Hearthstone, like, let's just hit the Hunter and kill it. Oh wait, he has a secret. It's Explosive Trap. You dead, mate. Every time. Anyways. And we do have a charge coming out to the top lane. It's going to be on the Rubik, who should be able to see it coming here. And of course I'm starting to lag a little bit.
But we'll see the Bristleback dive here onto the Tidehunter here with charging by the Spearbreaker. Spearbreaker going to be catching out Chemistry here. Bristleback finishing Rubik off with the swing of the club.
Oh, but a two-main coil!
The coil going down, but auto attacks is going to end up going down here to the cool spray of the Bristleback, and Mess isn't going to be able to get a response kill here. Feeds for Days going to get healed up there by the Urn.
Meanwhile, though, on the bot lane, we did have Timber go down to both the Ursa and Lion Gold with split among assists, and Ursa gets the deny on the tower. He does have his Morbid Mask available. I'm interested to see what he goes for next, as he is needing to take Roche. He's not online yet, and he needs to have something happen for him, because Puck is landing some pretty decent coils. Not amazing, but decent. They just don't have the follow-up damage, and Ursa's the provider of that, and currently, he's like a credit card. He's being charged.
Sparky's diving here onto the bot lane.
Yep. He will overpower up. He knows it's coming. He does throw the slow down just to diminish the damage a little bit from Spearbreaker, and actually, Spearbreaker not going to find him. He'll TP out just in time there. Nice. Just positioning and movement from the Ursa, as I believe. Yeah, he just Quelling Bladed that tree down so he could sit in that juke spot.
Yep. I think that the Ursa will elect to go towards Roshan now, because Fury Swipes is no longer a unique attack modifier, and it hasn't been, I think, 6.82? Maybe 6.83, but...
A few months ago, anyway.
Yeah,
and that change was ridiculous. And actually, hold that thought, though, on top lane. We got Bristleback getting hit with the Ravage, a finger coming out onto someone. I wasn't even sure. I think it was the Bristleback.
Yeah, it went out into the Bristleback.
But it hit him in the back, so it did no damage. And turn around now.
Too much bang bang gonna take out that Bristleback there, and it looks like
the
the mess is...
But meanwhile, Sparky the Sharky coming in, he's gonna charge Pickles, and those are some dill pickles, otherwise known as the dead variety of pickles. As Rubik will actually get hit by the ult, but it's not enough to bring him down, and they'll turn around and be able to take down Sparky the Sharky. This is a kill for the Ursa, or rather the Puck. Meth kills, kids, watch out. As Noble Wings actually comes in, picks off the Tide right before nighttime, and now, even when his ult runs out, it's gonna be nighttime. He might be able to get out of this one alive. He's gonna juke. Are we really? Really? I mean, I understand Timber is crashing, but it... Okay.
So here we see the Night Stalker electing to skip any sort of early game item and going towards that Aghanim Scepter.
There we go.
Already got the point booster Gilbert Club online. You do see him at the top of the net worth charts there. Too much Bang Bang really needs to turn around here. We do see that Crystal Maiden's going to be TPing into the top, and she can drop her Frostbite as well as the Crystal Nova to slow down the Ursa, and can see Night Stalker turn around, use the Void as well as the Crippling Fear to lock down that Ursa. Ursa no longer having any mana for both Overpower and Earthshock. It's going to be really difficult for him to fight Noble Wings.
Yeah. And they're going to be ready to go. I wouldn't be surprised if Noble Wings turned around and said, okay, you can take me. But they're not going to do it. And actually, Too Much Bang Bang could be in a bit of trouble. Night Stalker will turn around and silence him. But they're just going to deny the tower. They have been able to deny both the towers that have gone down on the map. That's a huge amount of gold lost for NLBA and a little bit of map control loss for Bang Bang, but not too much to worry about here, I don't think. As NLBA, well, I'd say that. I actually think map control is one of your most valuable assets against the Night Stalker, because he's going to take away your vision, whether you want him to or not.
He has that map hack in Darkness, and once he gets the Aghanims online...
It's like more vision for my team, no vision for your team.
And look at it right now, he's only 1,000 gold away from having that Aghanims online. He'll have that Aghanims very quickly. And with that Aghanims, it's going to be difficult for Buyback Boulevard to have any sort of vision because of how much the Night Stalker cripples the vision from the opposition.
Yep.
We are going to see Ursa work his way here into the Roche Pit. He could...
Oh, he got a double damage, but he's just going to say, oh, Crystal Maiden, you're here. How nice. You like your face? Hope not. Oh, wait, actually, he's going to get charged. Yep, and he'll get hit as well. He does have an ult if he needs it, but he is, well, in the wrong neighborhood, to put it bluntly. He's got to do something...
And he's going to be doing a lot of damage.
That's half Night Stalker's health, John, but he's up here against 5. There's nobody to save him. Pickles runs toward the fight, but not in time. They're going to take Roche off this Plague.
I don't think they can. No, their lineup's not super great. Or never mind. It looks like Feeds for Days is going to jump in there. They're going to...
With the level 1 Nasal Goo, I'm pretty sure they can take it, especially with it being nighttime as well.
Yeah.
And he's got 4 points on Hunter in the night, so he can actually do some damage to Roche.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, it's not looking super great for Buyback Boulevard right now. If you take a look at the net worth, NLBA is about 5k net worth ahead, and they're going to be a little bit further ahead now.
Only Puck is really staying afloat here. Ursa is only 600 gold ahead from your support Spirit Breaker, who, granted, is getting a lot of kills and doing a lot in the game. He's already 2-1-8, participating in 10 of the team's 11 kills. And for that one kill he didn't participate in, well, he's got 1 death to match up with it. So it's perfectly fine, and as we can see, they are going to take Roche. They'll put it on Noble Wings, and this next minute or so of nighttime, he's going to be able to be extremely aggressive, and he has an Ags already. 15 minutes in. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Buyback Boulevard.
They have a stack.
Bang Bang is going for that Silver Edge, electing to forgo that Blink Dagger. I don't like that at all. I think Silver Edge is a phenomenal item. I just don't think that you skip the Blink Dagger on the Ursa. But, Bang Bang is a much better player than I am, that's for sure. But I just don't think that he's... I think that he bought those items when he was about to go down and wasn't really thinking about the potential with the Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger is ultimately just that much better of an item on Ursa than the Silver's Edge, so...
But against Bristleback, it's not. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. I forgot that Silver's Edge
disables passives. You
yeah,
forgot Silver's Edge is crazy OP.
Yeah,
when I casted with Archaea the other day, I just said, okay, Archaea, you haven't read the patch notes too much. You skimmed him. Do you know about Silver Edge? He's like, no. I had him look at Silver Edge and just, What?
Yeah,
what?
It is a pretty ridiculous. I totally forgot about that.
Goodbye, Aegis, as well, Noble Wings is not gonna earn his wings tonight. It looks like, and actually, it's daytime now. And there is a haste in here.
Though.
He's okay. He's got haste.
Yeah.
And also a few stacks of the overpower up. It's a four-man coil from Puck with Ursa here. A Ravage will come out as well, and this is what Buyback Boulevard are looking for. Timber, he'll Timber Chain away. Ursa still with that haste rune is going to chase him down for a second, and he's got a few more seconds left on it. Night Stalker will pop the ulti, and Rubik does at least steal the Void, but Bristleback, they actually hit him in the back, don't kill off the entire team. They're all five still standing here, even though I'm lagging a little bit, but too much bang bang. Double kill for him. This is just what they needed to get back into the game. Even if they lose their meth, the DEA agents that are NLBA take it back from them.
Yeah, that's a really good fight there for Buyback Boulevard. He's able to take up 1,200 gold, and Ursa really low here. I don't really like sitting out where he was there. We will see the Spirit Breaker charge in, trying to get a kill here onto auto attacks.
But it's actually under Rubik.
No, it was auto attacks originally, but when he blinked out, did it switch or what?
I am not sure. I don't think it switches, because you don't lose vision.
Yeah,
you do not lose vision, and it doesn't change target if you blink, because Queen of Pain otherwise would be fine against him. And she is not. Let me just tell you, as someone who picks Queen of Pain relatively often, you can't just blink away from that. You may think you can, it's not going to work. But what if Right as Heat? No.
Hand a Midas out though for Sparky,
Yep.
the Sharky now. I like this build. When you go into the Hand of Midas, it lets you just propel your farm a little bit faster. You get more levels. He will have almost level 9 once he drops out that Centaur, and he'll have it after he takes out the Conqueror here.
Yeah, and guys, if you are watching and you are experiencing a lot of lag and you can hear my voice right now, hope you can, watch in-game. We're in-game. Still, it is free to spectate in-game. If you don't mind leaving the channel open just to say, hey, we're here and we really support you, that is fantastic for us. Also, you could send a message to Twitch saying, hey, partner these guys, because we can't watch unless they're partnered. Twitch, please do it now, please. Hashtag partner Truesight. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
Are you? I can go ahead and cast an. I can show the next game if you really need somebody to do the camp. Okay, Maroos.
No. It's not. It's actually not my camera. It's just that the quality of the stream is too high. Like, since we don't have quality options, they're watching on source, except the people who can't watch on source are being forced to watch on source, because they don't have high, medium, low to choose from.
Okay. And we will see. Bristleback does have a Sanj online. I wouldn't be surprised if Feed for Days decides to go for something like a Halberd. It's actually really good versus Ursa. You drop the Halberd on him, and then
we've actually got a movement in here. Sparky the Sharky gonna jump on Ursa with the ult. Oh my Lanta. He melted.
Noble Wing's gonna jump out onto the Rubik here as well. A lot of damage coming out there. We will have the Earth Spike going down onto Noble Wings. Noble Wings gonna end up paying for his Ancillus with his life there, but as well as the Rubik is.
Up on the top lane, he's gonna get hit by the Chakram. He might live here after Rubik does fall, but it's a triple kill for Sparky as he cleans up one more and leaves a pool of blood in its wake.
I wonder what the Spirit Breaker is gonna go for. I personally like the Shadow Blade build because you can Shadow Blade while you're charging, and as long as they don't have True Sight, you're golden as Spirit Breaker.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't break the invisibility when you hit them with the charge.
That is correct.
Oh, but hold that thought. We got a 3-man Ravage up top. Timbersaw just gonna say, you know what? I'm too old for this. Let's just end it now. Bristleback gets stunned by the coil. Ursa gonna get around to the front of him. He will try to TP out, but he realizes he's just gonna die there, so he's gonna turn around and try to dish out some damage. if he can before he falls. But the slow coming out from Ursa, though. Too much bang bang will take him down, but here comes Sparky. He has no fear. He comes back in, and now he's afraid. Well, he seems to be afraid as he jukes back. Timbersaw moving forward will get a nice long hook shot off, connecting on 2, and Yurgity picks up the ulti. That is 2 kills helping out there. Timbersaw taking down the Rubik, and, well, I think we can say at this point, Chuck Norris would be proud.
Yeah, definitely, and we also have Lion gonna end up going down here to both the Night Stalker as well as the Spirit Breaker in the mid lane. And it looks like Auto Attacks is just gonna beat Dobon as well by Noble Wings. Noble Wings picking him up with the Void.
That's a 5-man wipe.
Stacks on that Timbersaw with his Bloodstone.
Oh, I thought you meant 12 stacks of Quill Spray. I was like, oh no, get it off me.
Oh no.
You know,
Razorback just spawned, but 12
I've been reading
charges.
Guardians of the Galaxy, like the comic lately, and every time I say Quill Spray, all I can imagine is Chris Pratt with a hose. Just a little aside there. Anyways, back to the game.
Do have Chakram being stolen there by Chemistry. He's going to be able to get a little bit of deep push going with that. But this is going to be tier 2 for free now by NLBA. Not really a whole lot that Buyback Boulevard can do here, especially with too much Bang Bang suffering. If you take a look at him, he is the lowest net worth on a core in the game.
Yeah.
And if you also take a look, Sparky the Sharky has more gold, more net worth rather,
he practically is a core.
Yeah, than everybody on the side of Buyback Boulevard. Almost a BKB online for Sparky the Sharky, electing to go for a little bit more survivability. Then
you just get the credit Midas so he can charge it as well, you know?
Yeah.
He can not only charge heroes, he can charge items.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the BKB first, especially with how far ahead your team is. I think you could actually get greedy and go further ahead.
I think he wants to secure the charges in, though. Like, if he can get the good initiation for the team, they're using Timbersaw and Night Stalker, and even Bristleback for that matter, as follow-up heroes, not initiators. Spirit Breaker is charging in. If he can BKB up Lion, Rubik, Punk, they can do nothing against him. He doesn't get ravaged. He might get ripped apart by Ursa, but at that point he's stunned at least 2 people, if not more. And Ursa will end up going for the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, selling out the... Looks like he sold out that recipe for the Silver's Edge.
Yeah.
He realized that he wouldn't be able to get picked that up earlier, and he needed some sort of mobility that it brings, but... As you're talking about, the Silver's Edge would actually probably be the play here, but he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be able to get online. But
and of course, in classic Twitch chat, we have Ursa going Basher instead of Dagger. What face? But yeah, no, he's not. But Halvard up for the Bristleback, just like you were talking about, and this Ursa doesn't have a BKB. So usually, I mean, it's been talked about. I forget which game it was, but I heard somebody saying, okay. Well, as Ursa's BKB gets shorter, Halberd is even more of a value item because you can apply it to him for longer, virtually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only, this Ursa doesn't even have a BKB. In fact, the support Spirit Breaker on the other team has a BKB. He's going to charge in and be like, hey, look what I bought. You ain't got this swagger, bro.
Yeah, too much Bang Bang, really not having that great of a game right here. And it's also kind of the... I think it has to deal with picking the Ursa into the Bristleback, because Bristleback's just so much better versus Ursa. But we do see the smoke going out.
OP, and it won't matter. The BK... Oh. Alright. That was anticlimactic.
He popped the smoke. BKB TP'd out. I agree with that.
10-second BKB for a smoke. Mission accomplished.
Right. He's diving back in here onto the Ursa.
Round 2. Fight! Oh, but meanwhile, round 1.5 on the bottom lane as Chris Main gets caught out. They're like, okay, guys, we got to pick up. We're fine. As actually, Spirit Breaker will stop the charge off that.
Timbersaw picking off the Lion.
Thought they were jumping 0, but they should have taken him seriously. Rip. That's a crooked pepperoni, by the way.
Shish.
I've got the assisted cam on, which... all of a sudden it makes me sound like I'm disabled or something. Like, I have assisted cam and I'm in a wheelchair. No, not talking down to the disabled or anything, but just saying, like, it sounds like that. I'm not in any way like that. I'm quite limber. he does pull that off, and that just shows how powerful Timber is. He's kind of an overlooked hero in the meta, I think, but against Ursa, he actually does pretty well, in my opinion. He's got the burst damage, the pure damage as well. Now, it doesn't go through Ursa's damage resistance, because that resists all damage, but he is able to pick off that burst damage when Ursa's ult is down. He's able to stand up to the right clicks because he can get up to 20 free armor, not free armor, with the reactive armor. It's just a really great hero to have here.
Yeah, Timbersaw overall is just is really, really good, and I like seeing Timbersaw in games. And he does, as you were saying, he does well versus Ursa, and also losing those stats. It's a 15% or whatever of the of your
Ursa's
primary
agility.
stat. So
it's not
you lose
strength, but it's still a good chunk of armor.
Yeah, the good chunk of armor that you gain from reactive armor is ridiculous as well. Having 20 extra stacks just for people wailing on you,
Or creeps.
That's really nice.
Although we could say creeps are people too. Glimmer Cape is actually up on CM, the new other OP item.
Yeah,
Like, that's the worst thing. It's like Silver Edge is OP, but what if there was like a 2k gold item that basically built from one of the main components of Silver Edge that helps supports like crazy?
Yeah, I mean, they did add that mana cost to it, where when it didn't have mana cost for that couple days, it was broken.
Oh, it didn't, and it was broken. I still think the mana cost is a little too much. I think the cooldown could be moved, but actually, we're going to see a Ravage come out of 2-man coil. 0, he drops. Couldn't get that burst damage off quick enough. There's a Spirit Breaker ulti coming out. He does not have Ags, but it seemed to have AoE there, as 2 will fall. Ursa has a buyback. Puck already buying back. Ursa going to join him, as they'll try to salvage the team fight. Timber already about to respawn. They'll take down 1, and that's the Bristleback. That's the big dog. Right now, they'll bring in the second one, as Crystal Maiden will melt to the Tide Hunter. And are they going to chase Noble Wings? I don't think so. They want to be very careful here, because they still have their racks up. They can't afford to throw the game right now, or they lose their racks, and then the game is really just abysmal for them. I'll still say right now, until they've lost their racks, they have a shot at coming back. We do have almost a 20k gold lead, but they have a shot.
Yeah, I mean, the team on the side of NLBA isn't necessarily the best high ground team at all. They have 4 melee heroes, and the ability to take high ground is almost non-existent. So they really have to win team fights. And I think Buyback Boulevard, they don't have like the greatest wave clear, but it's there with the Rubik Fade Bolt, with the Illusionary Orb, as well as the Earth Spike. So, and also Tide Hunter up to a certain extent with the Anchor
Rubik got a Chakram, by the way. Chakram, excuse me. As he's gonna bring it back, he will live. And 0, in a little bit of trouble, he'll suicide again. Just in denial. No, this is not happening, Timber. Don't worry, everything is fine. Trees do not exist.
Yeah, Timber just losing a little bit of gold there. Just... I don't know, that Timbersaw just getting a little too ham there. He does have a Yule Scepter, he does have a Blink Dagger. He has a lot of mobility.
Though, he's gotten a lot out of his Bloodstone. Like,
yeah, he has.
You can get down to 0 charges and still win the game. The thing is, like, if you get really high charges, and then you use those charges to go in, initiate, die, and still heal your team up, create space for them in that team fight because somebody else is dead on the enemy team, and then you're alive a little bit faster, sure, you can justify losing charges on that. It's just like, right after you get the Bloodstone, and then you die twice and you have almost no charges, then it's like, okay, why did you farm that?
You do have a dive in by the Feeds for Days as well as Noble Wings. They both going on to the supports. Chemistry taken really low here. He's going to end up going onto the right clicks of the Night Stalker. Night Stalker
he has no buyback.
Onto both heroes. Yeah.
Oh, Plague. Anyways, we've got a 2-man coil, a big Ravage coming out on 4. Yurgity, he's gonna invis. Noble Wings diving into the base, actually, and living that much. Too much bang bang, though. That's a dieback from him. He has no buyback to work with. Auto attacks going down as well. And he does have buyback. Pickles will actually bring down the Night Stalker, who had Aegis of all things. And Pickles will turn around mana drain, but no dice. When that is Puck, we'll come back into the fight, take down the Spirit Breaker, ending the wicked 6 streak. And actually blinking away. Very nicely played there from Puck. not getting caught in the chakram. That's just a mechanical good play there. But Noble Wing's actually juking the Tidehunters. He wants more.
Yeah, with that being with that Skull Basher online, he can just dive in, do the deeps. Speak of the deeps, which is non-existent on the Tidehunter.
Yeah, what deeps? I have Anchor Smash. You do 60% less deeps. I'm from the deeps, bro. You don't even know. But actually, once again, NLBA failing to take a Rex, and this is becoming the weakness of their lineup. And this is why I think Buyback Boulevard can make a comeback. They have decent kite potential with the puck. They have decent damage reduction potential on the Tidehunter. They have amazing damage that can come out from the Ursa. The problem is, if you don't get it all off perfectly in the fight, it just looks like a train wreck, you know?
Yeah. Definitely. Spearbreaker charging in here, just to the range creep in the mid lane. They looks like they want to go. If I was them, I'd push out this bot lane, finish off the racks there, which wouldn't be a bad idea.
Time out. We have 296 viewers. I don't think it hit 300 in the short time I've looked away from it. Oh, it's dropped 293. What is giving, guys? What's going on? Come back. There's a giveaway at 300 viewers. You want to be here. You want to make it happen, right? But meanwhile,
we do have the dive in with the Spearbreaker onto what looks like Pickles here. Pickles going to just be bashed up. He's going to end up going out of the Timber Saw as well as Bristleback taking out the Rubik here. Spearbreaker
down.
Getting the kill down onto Too Much Bang Bang.
That's a good game.
Dropping game 1 to NLBA.
Yeah, we had a little bit of lag there. I hope the stream didn't drop or anything. But, yeah, game 1 in the books. What I will say there is Timbersaw with that Blink Dagger in the last fight, he was able to blink in, get the initiation, kill off those 2 supports instantly, and that's a great way to start the fight.
Yeah. The Blink Dagger is a really good item. We see Universe from EG pick it up quite a bit, or when he used to play at Timbersaw quite a bit, you would see the Blink Dagger get picked up, even as a first item, because that sort of mobility that it brings is fairly strong. And we saw there where NLBA was, I think their draft was just that much better than Buyback Boulevard, and that's what we ended up seeing. I don't think it was necessarily an outplay by I don't think it was necessarily like an outplay, but I do think that it was an outdraft.
We did get to 300 viewers though, so whether who wins or loses, somebody's getting an Invoker set. Assuming the gift bug is fixed, which may be a problem, but you'll get it eventually, okay? I do want to apologize for the internet hiccup back there. And we will go ahead and go into game number 2. Play?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm already sitting in, waiting for the...
Let me do that then.
Waiting for it. They just made the lobby.
Okay. Well, we're Truesight TV. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined here by PlagueDota. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back with more dotes.